everyone. Mr. Devil here, Kenny Danico, three-time Stanley Cup champion of the New Jersey Devils. And you're listening to the Uncle Pucker's New Jersey Devils podcast. Let's go, Devils!
All right. Welcome to the Uncle Pucker New Jersey Devil podcast. I am Chris, along with Tim Wood, and we are just got finished watching the Devils beat the Rangers in their second-to-last preseason game with a final score of, what was it, 3-2, right?
3-1.
3-1, rather. My bad. And it's been a couple of days since we've gotten together, so there's a certain contract we have yet to talk about and a certain player returning to the team. So we're going to touch on all that, but before we get started, what's up, Mr. Tim?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, man. You're having a week, Tim.
Yeah. Accepted a new job. I am a two-time beer league champion in a shitty division and a shittier division. We got the same trophy both times. One guy.
That's funny.
It's fucking hilarious. This league is so cheap. After both times, the girl came back on the ice and was like, "We need that back."
Yeah, of course they do.
Like tossed in the fucking broom closet.
That's funny.
Yeah, so there are three teams in three different divisions that are affiliated with our team name is the Couch Potatoes. So there's a C division team, then one D division team, then another D division team, and then there's like a couple other lower divisions in that. And,
so you're like H, I?
No, I mean, if I gave a shit, I should probably be playing in the B division. I'm too old to be chasing around fucking 19-year-old kids in the A division. But the C team is good. The second D team is like mix of C guys and then the lower D guys. So like we're a little bit too good for that division. It's funny because basically nobody said they wanted to come back for a second season. So we went undefeated in the regular season, won the championship, and we're never going to play again together.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Two teams is too much. It was like 2, maybe 3 games a week, and that's a lot to do. Like I'd rather be playing like once a week, maybe twice.
Yeah, the Couch Potatoes gone too soon.
Yeah, R.I.P. Well, the C team and the D2 team are still around. So
I'm very happy that you are having a kick-ass week so far.
Yeah, I'm excited. New job. I'm going to be the head of sports partnerships for a big ad agency. So that will be fun. So I'll be doing some cool stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. All good
man.
things.
Very, very
all
happy.
Good things. And I get to stay here in my home base because it's mostly remote. So I'll be bouncing around, going to client offices all over the country and internationally. It's global sports. So I'll be doing some international travel.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Kind of a big deal, but now that this is going to be my office, my brother's desk is over there. So I need to actually, I think I'm going to move into that room that's behind me. But the reason that door's closed is there's a lot of shit in there from my move here when I was like, couldn't find space for something. I was like, oh, just toss it in that room. And then, kicked it all in there and then closed the door. So,
just a room full of bad memories that you don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. The monster from under my bed, isn't it?
I get it. All right. Well, enough, self-serving you, Mr. Tim. Let's talk about some hockey.
All right.
You want to start with the game or you want to start with the Luke's contract?
Well, let's get the Luke stuff out of the way. I mean, it's been a couple of days, and I think, what's everybody has said what they need to say about it. So let's say what we have to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. Everybody has talked about this thing that needs to talk about this thing. I think it's a good contract. I have no issues with it. It's $9 million. It's 7 years. I have no problem whatsoever. I'm happy that he signed it. It does. Like I hear people say, "Oh, it's $9 million. It's too much." Maybe this year it's too much. Maybe next year it's too much. But in 3 or 4, it'll be a value deal. I believe that Luke is going to be a very good hockey player. So I'm fine with it. It does.
Yeah, we just need to get used to these numbers. Like this number is going to be middle of the road in 2-3 years, and the thing with Luke is like he has this toolkit and this kind of microstat profile that is off the charts, but the on ice results haven't totally lined up with that, and it's been inconsistent. And surprise, he's a 21-year-old fucking defenseman, so of course it hasn't yet. So that's
I think there's a reason why it hasn't yet, or maybe he's not further along yet. It's also that he hasn't been given the reins to kind of like, you're our guy, you're power play one. Like, it's like, okay, he's second, he's behind Dougie. I think this $9 million, though, going to Luke, I don't know if that changes that. And I think it does. I think that you're positioning Luke now to just kind of jump over Dougie Hamilton, take that first power play spot, and you're invested now long term in Luke to be what you wanted Dougie to be when you brought him here. Unfortunately,
so something so my next blog, which is publishing tomorrow morning, that I have to touch up based on something that happened tonight in the game that I noticed that I think the implication is that Luke is in fact taking the power play one spot. They ran out of 5 forward power play one unit, and Dougie was on the second power play unit.
Yep.
I think with Nemec, yeah. So I think they're going to be running out a 2 defenseman second unit with Nemec and Dougie. Or Nemec was there as a Timo placeholder because Timo was up on the first unit.
He was on the
so that
first
may
one.
trickle down. The one thing, yeah. So I think that may be happening. Which is fine. Honestly, like Luke was nasty. Like I was looking at. Hang on, let me pull up something. Let me show you something.
Show me something.
Let me show you something.
Steven's 100% right. The Devils let off the gas pedal, and I'm totally convinced. And we'll talk about the preseason game, but I'm just totally convinced that Jack and Brat do not have any interest in preseason whatsoever. They're just kind of
no. They don't give a fuck about preseason. No. You can tell the gear. Yeah, you can tell when they hit top gear and when they don't. And they did a couple times tonight, more so than they did the last game, and more so than they did before the game before that. They've been ramping up, and you can really see that.
But I expect them Thursday night to come flying out of the gates against Carolina. I really do.
So let me hang on. I just want to show you something.
There.
Hang on. You'll see. So I'm sharing my screen with you. So open this up for everybody to see. So this is going in my blog tomorrow. So you get first look at it. Yeah. So and those of you who are Excel aficionados, you'll see that I changed the default blue and orange colors to green and red for the Devils. So I did do that. So this is the combined power play and penalty kill effectiveness year over year. So we had the best combined special teams in the league last year. And it was always over 100%, which is kind of a good marker. The 80% PK, 20% power play. It's kind of a little bit higher on the power play. But actually, I was looking at this and I was like, because I've been a staunch, adamant, like Dougie should be our power play one quarterback. Like and after looking at this, I'm kind of thinking like maybe not, because if you look at December and February. When Dougie was the power play one quarterback through March, right? And then Luke took over after 4 Nations after Dougie got hurt.
Right.
And Luke was a power play one quarterback in March and April.
And those numbers go up.
Yeah, if you look at December, January, and February, they're not all that great. Like we were actually really good in October and November and then kind of fell off a cliff a little bit. So I don't know, after looking at this, I could go either way. I think it'll be extremely effective regardless of whichever way it happens.
I agree. I'm glad it's going to be Luke, though. And I had said, you had asked that question, who should it be? And I had said, I think it should be Dougie because, Luke, first of all, I think my reasoning was because Luke wasn't even signed yet. But anyway, I was kind of leaning that way. But now with the contract, and it's kind of, and watching Dougie just so far this preseason, like I know everybody, Dougie's very, polarizing in the Devil universe. It's people like you that absolutely love him.
Look, I mean, I don't love him. I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for. I'll put it that way.
I agree with that. And I've said this a million times. My biggest concern with Dougie Hamilton is just the freaking injuries. Like the guy cannot stay healthy. We can't invest in the power play that we want to be first, second, or third in the league with a guy that has missed over 100 games in the last 3 years, and then all of a sudden we're clicking, everything's going good. Dougie gets hurt. We got to throw Luke in there. It takes a little while for him to get going. I'm just saying, let's put it together now with Luke. It's what the future is going to be. I don't see Dougie on this team past this year, so let's do it now.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it goes back to Kovacevic getting hurt, and I think that really changed kind of the paradigm. Like I did not think we could run out Nemec and Casey, and honestly, Nemec showed us tonight with that little brain fart why it is a little iffy to run out there with him. I think he was great. Everything else he did tonight, he was actually very, very good. And it was nice to see he kind of didn't let that affect him. That was something that happened a lot last year was if he did something fucking stupid or fucked up, it got into his head. It got into his head, and it didn't. And he had like a really nice board battle at the point towards the end of the third where he kept the puck in. Like he was on the ice, like guys were just beating the shit out of him, and he kept it in. So I'm pleasantly surprised with Nemec. I think he'll be a good two-way stud.
I hope so. I do. I want to see the kid do good, and then he does that shit like he did tonight, and he's just like, "Oh, come on, man! I'm rooting for you here, buddy."
They showed an angle. They had that camera angle from directly behind the net that showed that, and it's just like, who are you passing? Who are you throwing that to?
Where like was like he just didn't see the giant blue person in front of him.
And the giant blue person like right behind him, and the giant blue person right behind him, he was like it was like a quarterback throwing a ball into like contested double coverage. That's what he was trying to do, exactly. And didn't see the D lineman right in his fucking face.
Nope. You're 1,000% right. That's exactly what it was. I do want to talk. We're going to talk about the game, and I kind of want to end the show on a positive. So, was there anything tonight that?
Oh wait, one more thing about the Luke. One more thing about the Luke deal. So I think the one thing that I thought was kind of interesting is we've talked a lot, and the comparisons are always going to be with him and Quinn, and how Quinn's trajectory and Luke's trajectory, and they're actually pretty similar. Quinn was a little bit better from a production perspective, but Luke's microstat profile is a little bit better. Some like, the little things that people look at to be like, this kid's going to fucking explode, give him a chance. So when Quinn signed his deal, everyone's like, Quinn's criminally underpaid, but you have to understand how the cap's going up. And I think people intellectually understand that. Just seeing these big numbers surprises people regardless. But when Quinn signed his deal in 21-22, his deal was 9.6% of the salary cap.
Okay.
And Luke's deal is 9.4% of the salary cap.
Right.
So it's actually a little bit less of the salary cap. But when guys like Kaprizov are signing 17 million deals, like why is everybody looking at Luke's deal?
I do not understand that Kaprizov deal. I don't understand it, man. Like that's going to bite them in the ass.
He's another guy that's never been healthy. He's had one 100-point season. They're really rolling the dice.
Yeah, they are rolling the dice, and I hope that Jack's injuries are behind him. I really do. Mm-hmm. It's time now because if we go into a contract year with Jack, and he's been how he's been the last couple of years for a few more, that's going to be a problem too. Because Tom Fitzgerald's going to want to pay him a lot of friggin' money, and that's going to be something that you have to think about. These guys that are injury prone, unfortunately, tend to stay that way, and it sucks.
Yeah, the best predictor of the future is the past. What's happened in the past. The one annoying thing I do think about this particular number for this particular upcoming year, like long term, we know this is going to age well, or we assume it will. I don't think there's really a lot much. It's not really much of a gamble on Fitz's part.
I'd make that bet 1,000 times.
Yeah. It's just now I'm assuming we put Kovacevic on LTIR. Yes. I'm assuming that's the move. So
and maybe even Nason.
I don't think they're going to have to do Nason because and there are ways where they can get within the cap. Like once they send guys down, but with the new LTIR rules, you can only put up to 3.8 million of the money on LTIR. So COVID's actually 4 million, so they wouldn't be able to use all that 4 million on LTIR. Right. However, there is another version of LTIR called season-ending LTIR that functions the same way as the old LTIR did. So we don't know yet if that is going to be the case, and that's kind of what Florida's grappling with Barkov, is to use that season. That means Kovacevic wouldn't be able to come back at all this year, wouldn't be able to play in the playoffs, et cetera.
Okay, that was my question. They would not be able to play in the playoffs.
Right.
So you don't get any advantage.
So you don't get the advantage in the playoffs of him coming back and his season's over. So it is the true version of what I think the original LTIR before this loophole was really exploited. So my one issue with this deal is if it is just regular LTIR, we are going to be hamstrung with the cap and being able to accrue money and be able to add something at the deadline. So there is probably on the horizon a move coming in some way, shape, or form. And I do think it'll probably be Dougie. If anything, I would think it would be Dougie because, with Kovacevic coming back and Nemec already looking like he belongs, and then Pesci left the game today. I don't know if you saw that.
I'm kind of hoping that he, I don't know, during second intermission, he had an explosive diarrhea. He was in the bathroom. They were like, Pest, we got to go. And Keith was like, it's fucking preseason, dude. Just do what you got to do. And
just work it out in there yourself, pal.
Yeah. So I'm liking to think that he was just, watching from the bathroom.
That's what you get when you eat hot dogs from that Wawa on Route 22.
No Wawa gives man explosive diarrhea. Don't you shit talk my Wawa.
Where's the chat? I don't see it.
I didn't put it on. Sorry. There you are. So is there anything else about Luke's contract you wanted to discuss?
No, that's it. I think it's going to be a good deal. People just got to get used to the number. And, like I was saying last time, this is going to set up a whole set of dominoes for other defensemen. And another one fell today with Jackson Lacombe, who's a guy I brought up. So, it'll be interesting to see, it's all the fucking trolls on Twitter from other teams are like, LOL, gave, Thanasis Hughes a huge deal, and people are saying it's just because of his last name. It's like, he's a nasty defenseman. Shut the fuck up.
Give it a couple of years. Nobody's going to be talking shit about Luke Hughes. He's got a Norris trophy in his trophy case in 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
When he and Quinn are finishing 1-2 with Norris voting, both with doubles jerseys on in 3 years.
And Stanley Cups.
And
you could suck it.
Suck my dick.
All right.
I didn't see my buddy Valaket tonight, even though they had an absolute B squad fucking calling this game. Like, Jesus Christ.
Where are these guys? Did they just pull them off the street?
They're awful.
Did they
worst fucking announcers
or something?
Worst announcers I've ever heard. Unbelievable. There's Don Baloney was one of them, I think.
Don Baloney?
Don Maloney.
All right. So was there anything from
Roman Maroney?
Tonight, Roman Maroney. Fargan ice.
Throw down that Fargan wall, tear down that Fargan wall, and tear down that Fargan wall. Oh, wait. Before we get to the game.
Yes.
What did you think of Naked Gun?
It was really friggin' funny.
It was
really funny. The jokes that were kind of different versions of the same jokes, which I kind of dug. They didn't just repeat it. The only complaint I could say is like the plot, even though the plot meant nothing, is like the exact plot of Kingsman. So it's like,
it's the exact plot of, I know. And I think that was kind of intentional.
Okay.
But it's also the exact plot of, Elon Musk and Peter Thiel. So
yeah.
So it's a little bit prescient. And it is a Seth MacFarlane movie, so he's pretty outspoken about that type of shit.
I thought Pamela Anderson was awesome in it.
She was unbelievable. Liam Neeson really cared that, like, no one can replace Leslie Nielsen. No one can replace it. But he did a fucking fantastic job. The monologues were great. like all the little sight gags. I fucking lost my shit when the two little girls at the lemonade stand were walking through the police station. Like a cop had arrested two little girls at the lemonade stand.
That's right. I remember that part, and I was
dying.
pretty toasted at that part. In that movie, the part when he was playing his body cam, and he was going through his entire day. I was rolling,
he's the chili dog, and then he's got the vodka. I was dying laughing, and then he's in the corner and he's like, "I had 5 more that day."
Shaming himself.
All right, anyway, good. I'm glad we're on the same page on that.
Absolutely.
Devil's Heaven. I'd give it a chance. Chris and I are in the same generation as you and same belief as you about those types of remakes, but this is about as well done as it could have been.
I think Devil Heaven, if I gauged you correctly on some of your comments here, you're around our age. I think he's near our age, so he might be familiar with it. The originals, and if you like the originals,
I'm sure. I'm guessing he's late 40s, 50s.
Yeah, then you'll like it if you like the originals. It was a good homage. They did a very good job. I think the Zucker brothers would have been happy with that one.
And the nod to them in the beginning, where he looked at the pictures, the black cops looking at OJ, and he's like,
he's around our age. Absolutely.
Right, 77. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. If we actually put some thought into it, you're right.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look at us, fucking regular Colorado detectives over here.
Is there anything about tonight's game that concerns you going into the season? Other than Pesci.
The only thing that is kind of in the back of my mind, and it goes to the special teams a little bit, is I did a lot of kind of background work looking at our special teams and shit from last year, and Kovacevic was our number 2 time on ice guy in terms of PK minutes. It was Dylan, then Kovacevic. So those minutes are going to have to be spread between Dougie and Nemec, which doesn't totally inspire confidence. However,
I actually trust Nemec in that role more than I do Dougie.
So guess who had the lowest expected goals against per 60 on the penalty kill for the entire Devils team?
Nemec?
Dougie
did
on the penalty kill, yeah. However, it's a sample size thing. It's like he played like 30 minutes. And that's the thing. It's like, and I make this kind of sort of jokey comment in my blog. It's like the longer you're killing a penalty, the worse shit's going to get for you.
Right. Exactly.
It's just it's just the nature of like killing penalties. I killed penalties in college. It fucking sucks, man. Like you're just like.
If your first clearing attempt goes awry and doesn't make it out, you're fucked. You're
fucked. Yeah,
it's all
just
about
like
the first one, and you can control everything after that.
That second you overstep and you get beaten by something, and then you're just spinning like a top, and it's just chaos. You're like you're and it's exhausting too. You're taking steps, and sticks and lanes and head on a swivel, and it's just like you get to the bench, you're like. Fuck. And then you got to chase motherfuckers like Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes around who are like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Yeah. So anyway, no bueno. But honestly, other than that, and Nemec's brain fart, I mean, we scored all 4 goals tonight. So I think it was a pretty thorough game. The shot count was low for the Devils. They got a lot of shots blocked, hit a couple posts, shooting the puck fucking wide a lot.
They were, but I have to say, I thought the Rangers B team played pretty decent tonight.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
They played a solid game.
Except for Rempe. That guy sucks.
Except for Rempe.
But this Noah Lava kid, like, he's good.
He's going to be,
He's going to be a player. Yeah, he's quick and he's big. He's going to be a good player. So all 4 lines were very good. We got a 5-on-5 fourth line goal, which is like fucking praise Jesus.
Absolutely.
Palat, Brown, Glass looked really good like that. Like we may actually have some legitimate depth this year. You know, like
Perfect deflection on Palat's power play goal. I mean,
off of a Dougie shot.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think, like we said, the Jack Rack combo, I think those guys were 70, 80, 85%.
You're giving them credit.
Yeah. Nico.
I don't even think they were that.
Dadnoff's interesting. I'm not entirely sold on him just yet, and I'm not sold on Mercer in that role with Nico and Timo. Mercer was okay tonight. You know, he did bury the empty netter, but we were in their zone pretty much the entire first period, except for like 2 or 3 times when Mercer fucking got beaten and a board battler got beaten along the boards, and they cleared the puck. But other than that, like, really not much to complain about. Like, I think we were pretty thorough, clean. We played. Oh, do you know one thing I really noticed is we were so much faster than we were last year.
That's like, obvious. Yeah.
All the new guys are so much faster. It's just like they're on top of pucks. They're moving pucks up quicker, like getting through the neutral zone quicker. It's just so much better.
I was surprised how fast Glenn Denning was. I mean,
he's really fast. That's one of his.
That fourth line had some freaking wheels on it.
There's some jets on it.
Yeah.
Like, this Gritzik Cotter combination. Like, holy shit, man, this might be a fucking thing.
I know. And if we roll 4 lines and we can do that consistently and get production from all 4 lines, this is a dangerous team. Devil Heavens, Mercer looking unreal. Like Mercer looking unreal. Like, oh my god, he's so bad, it's unreal. Or the other kind of unreal. He played okay. He played
okay. But like, I did, and I'm looking at it through biased eyes because I'm very, very much a anti-Mercer guy. You know, he's going to have to do a lot of convincing for me to believe that he belongs in that spot. But Glass looked a lot better than he has so far in preseason. Like, he was a concern that I was having. He's getting good chances, getting through the neutral zone really well. His legs were humming. He was playing pretty physical, so that was good. Siegs is a fucking beast on defensively. I fucking love that guy. And he's starting shit with Trocheck. Trocheck, like, what a pussy, man. You can't start shit when you have a bubble on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? No, you can't do that. You can't fucking cross-check someone and then be like, you can't hit me because I have a bubble on.
Yeah, look, he's a fucking Ranger. They're all douchebags.
But
was that quote that Mike Sullivan said about Matt Rempe true?
What did he say?
I thought you saw it. I thought Bobby sent it to us. That's where I got it from. So apparently it was like just a meme, and him saying that he was going to give him power play one time. He believes that if you put Matt Rempe in front of the net, he's going to, take the NHL by storm and be this goal scoring threat on the power play. Is that true that he said that?
He must have. I don't know. I didn't see it anywhere else. I mean, I absolutely fucking laugh at the thought of that. Like
Mike Sullivan, head coach of a professional National Hockey League team. He said that.
He might have, man. I don't know. I can see a guy like him. I can see a guy like him saying that and trying that out. That's kind of an old school, put the big dude in front of the net type of shit. But Rempe's got fucking concrete blocks for hands. Like, that part of the reason why, like, Kreider was so nasty net front and why like our guy like LeChance is so nasty is because they have absolutely fucking unbelievable mitts.
Yeah, and he can't skate. He has no balance. And you tie him up, he's going to spend half the time on his ass. The only time that Matt Rempe does any damage is when he has a friggin' 20-yard head start with an elbow up. Like, if he has to actually muscle people off the puck or use any kind of skill, he usually ends up on his ass, which is fantastic to watch. But he's a goon. I don't know why they're trying to polish this turd.
Edstrom was better than he was.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, but maybe they see a marketing thing with they mentioned the skyscraper line. You heard that right during the broadcast.
They dropped 3 lines, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up." Like he was like, "That's sweet on sweet crime." I was like, "Shut up, you fucking dork."
Ew, I didn't
And
hear
then it's
that
like
one.
Jack Hughes comes in and it's like, "Not today, Kowalski." It's like, what?
Yeah, he did say that. What does that mean? What am I
I have
missing?
no idea. It's probably honestly like a reference to a TV show from like 1974.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I have no idea. It was like
Wait,
Dragnet or something
let's
like that.
find out. What was the phrase? Not today,
Not
Kowalski?
today, Kowalski.
Hang on, let's find out what the hell that is.
While you're looking that up, Dallas haven't brought up something else that I forgot about. Markstrom looked great tonight.
Yeah, he did.
Stuff Lafreniere on that chance, like kept us in the game kind of early. The only issue was, something that wasn't really his fault.
The phrase "not today, Kowalski" is a reference to the popular animated series and films The Penguins of Madagascar and is a variation of a well-known Kowalski analysis meme. That's what that is. The Penguins of Madagascar.
It can't possibly be fucking true.
My Google AI just told me it was, so I believe it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean that's the Rangers. I don't know what to make of them. I have no idea what they're going to be like this year.
They didn't have everybody.
I know, but I just don't think they're going to be that good.
I don't think so either. I mean, they had, I don't know who, Trocheck, Lafreniere, Zibanejad, Panarin didn't play. Panarin and Miller didn't play, so that
I didn't know Miller was hurt.
I think he might have just been sitting out. Is he hurt?
No, they said he was day to day. So I don't
Oh,
know.
good. Oh, I did see him get hurt in a practice the other day. I thought he was right back on the ice. Is that? Yeah, Nason was on the ice already today in a non-contact jersey. So,
so they made that sound like that was at least like a Thanksgiving kind of return.
Yeah,
so,
it might be. It's a groin, so that's a pretty important skating muscle, and I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, so I mean, tonight's game, I thought there were a few defensive lapses a little bit in the third, kind of made me a little bit nervous. I thought as far as getting shots through, and like you said, getting shots on net, again, that was a huge problem for us last year. It's like that was on display tonight. And I think that if this team seriously runs four lines the way that I think they might be able to this year, they're going to be fucking dangerous.
And I agree. That and if you can roll four lines, if you can get like good offense out of that fourth line, and that third line can be like a good kind of matchup shutdown line, which it looks like it is, and get good kind of count. Like that line got great chances too. Like Connor Brown's is so good positionally. Glendening is so good positionally. He has great speed. Brown has great speed. Dadonov has great speed. Just up and down the lineup. Like nothing really to complain about tonight.
And not to get ahead of ourselves, we haven't played a regular season game, but
of course, yeah.
I do think though that this team, especially now that Florida has the injuries that they've had, Florida was for the last 3 years by far one of the best, if not the absolute best teams I've ever seen in my life. Without those two guys for a lot of and the entire year, there's an opportunity now that this team might be able to go really far in the playoffs if they stay healthy. That's
they've been saying all the right things.
That gets me so nervous, man. The health.
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that now. But they're healthy right now. At the moment, they're healthy right now. Well, hopefully with Pesci, Jesus Christ. But if something happens, they're gonna have to roll the punches. But I do like everything that they've been saying. Saying like now is the time. Like they've more or less implied like that they lost 2 years of kind of fucking around a little bit, and now it's not fucking around time anymore. And I like that they're saying that. Now we have Luke, Timo, Nico, Brat, Jack. Like that's going to be like our five. That is our long-term deep core for the next 5 years at least. I assume Nico's going to resign.
I really don't see Tom Fitzgerald letting him.
No, it would be insane if he did. He'd lose half of the 25 and under girl crowd as fans.
But as a hockey management point of view, I think Tom Fitzgerald, or at least I think I would, if I had to make a Sophie's fucking choice decision here, I would let Jack go before I let Nico go.
Yeah, I'm probably in that same boat.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's. Hang on, Mike Ruff just sent me a text saying Pesci's hurt.
Oh, that's great. Developing news right now on the Uncle Puckers. That's not good. Oh, man. Now Luke's sitting there going, fuck, I held out one more day. I probably would have got 11 million.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on, I'll be right back. Filibuster.
Yeah. Filibuster. Are you like leaving? Yeah, he's leaving. All right. All by myself here. No, Devil Heaven, I'm with you, man. I'm extremely excited about this year. I really hope that hang on, now he's coming back. What's going on?
Don't be so disappointed.
So what happened?
It just froze.
No, I meant like with the Pesci injury. I thought you were going to come back with some breaking news.
No, he said, great, Brett is hurt in a nothing preseason game, so nothing more than we know.
So,
I don't know
okay.
Keith gave an internet. So we'll have to look and see what Keith says, because Keith speak, if he says he's going to miss some time, that's bad.
Yeah.
If he says anything other than that, it's going to be okay.
I really hope that he walked off. No, he never came back from back on the bench into the third.
No,
right?
He didn't come out into the third. No.
Let's hope if it's not the explosive diarrhea, let's hope that maybe, I don't know, maybe he just felt a little something off and Keith said, fuck it, just hang out back here. Don't worry about it. And,
Yeah,
Mike, something minor.
Mike, do you know more than him not coming back for the third, or did Keith say something about it, or did somebody say something about it?
Yeah, he's got diarrhea. He's right.
Oh yeah,
Mike's right.
diarrhea.
That's why.
We were right the whole time.
Just never stay in the bathroom. Take care of your business.
Go take care of your kid.
Smear some on the walls. It's MSG.
Jesus. I'm very encouraged. One more preseason game and then let's fucking go.
It's right here, and there's really nothing else to talk about, right? It's like we have done everything we about this. We know what this team's going to look like. We know what the expectations are. I've been listening to a ton of NHL shit now, getting back into the season.
Yeah, me too.
On XM and stuff, and I'm telling you, like, it's not just Devil bias here. I mean, the media knows this is a damn good team, and again, what they all keep bringing up, and it's the same thing. Jack Hughes is health, and that's it. And it sucks so bad though when full well that there's only a few guys on the team, but if one of them goes down, if you're a football fan, you're a Bengals fan, right? You go into this year and you're optimistic, and the second freaking week, it's over. It's done. You're not winning shit. This is all for nothing, and it sucks. It's the worst feeling.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it, but he's healthy right now, and he's
always goes back to shitting over the guardrail.
Yeah, I know. We gotta stop talking about pooping so much. We're encouraging these animals.
I know.
Yeah, we get it. He's been hurt the last 2 seasons, and he's a little boy, but when he's on, he's one of the best players in the league. And right now we have one of the best players in the league. So we can't assume he's going to get hurt until he gets hurt, and hopefully he doesn't.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just Thursday night, Carolina. I have a feeling, and this could probably, every time I feel good about my team starting the years, things don't usually go well. So but I do have a feeling that this is going to start, kind of like the 2022 season. I think they are going to come out just rip roaring, scoring a shitload of goals on people.
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, tonight I hate preseason. Everybody's done. You know what I mean? Even the players.
I'm so glad. I'm going to be so glad when this preseason is shortened.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 games is plenty. Or, if anything, get rid of, just do scrimmages. I'm fine with that. Just do your training camp, start the season in September, end it, before Memorial Day, and that would be a perfect season.
Oh, do you know who also was pretty impressed with tonight, who actually moves a lot better than I seem to remember, was Tobias Villain.
Oh yeah, who the hell was
He actually played pretty well. Like, I was kind of pretty impressed with him. So,
Did he come up before? I don't remember ever seeing him.
No, but he's always been kind of that sixth lefty guy that's never really gotten a call up. Yeah, so Devil's Heaven, if you're near Utica, go check them out. You got Edwards, Casey, and Villain. You got Malofsky, LaChance, Lenny, Lamico is probably going to be down there.
You got goaltending.
Yeah, they got Malik. I think Utica is going to be fucking nasty.
That would be awesome, because there was a time that the Devils and their AHL affiliate both won championships in the same year.
There indeed was.
Yeah,
it's just like 95 again.
Well, that's what Ranger fans are saying, right?
Like they were saying, it's just all last year. Like, this feels just like 94.
When we won because we won the President's Trophy in 92, and then we didn't make the playoffs in 93, and then we won the Stanley Cup in 94, so we have to win the Stanley Cup this year. But last year you said that you were going to make the playoffs and go on a run because you did that one time or something in 1940. Like, I don't know. Like, the delusion of Ranger fans is mind-boggling.
It's hysterical. The funniest thing that Ranger fans are grappling with right now is Brendan Ottman, their first overall pick from like a year or two ago, is he's going to get sent down probably because he sucks. So they're looking probably having another first round bust. So pretty fun, good times.
That's too bad.
I feel bad. It's a goddamn shame. Womp womp. So at All About the Jersey, we've been doing a series of previews, so everybody go read those, check them out. We did a forward group preview, a defensive group preview, goaltender preview. My special teams preview is coming out tomorrow, and then we have a coaching staff preview coming out on Saturday, I believe.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, and then I start my new job on the 13th, so we'll see how my schedule gets affected, but hopefully it won't. And since I'll be here, I could probably just block off some important meetings.
Yeah, well, where the important things. They're just meetings. That's it.
That's my side hustle.
There you go. All right, that's just how you support yourself.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. I know it's a little bit of a shorter show than normal, but I think it's late, and
I think we cover. Yeah, we cover what we need to.
Yeah, we were going to go on before the game, but then we realized that we want to watch the game, because every time we go and talk about a game that's about to happen and then watch it, we always end up, by the time the show's posted, being completely wrong about everything. So,
well, yeah, no, and we're usually like super positive about things and just get the shit kicked out of us that night.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what makes me nervous about this year. But I am still going in very optimistic. So, guys, thank you so much for staying up late with us tonight. We do appreciate it, and we will be back over the weekend with the show. And then next week, man, shit gets real. So hit the subscribe if you're listening to us. A like, a 5-star review, a positive comment helps a little podcast that could. For Tim, I am Chris. We are the Uncle Puckers, and we will see you when we see you.
Eat a dick, Valicat.
A big sweaty dick.
Big.
It's over, Johnny. It's over!